Hello, beautiful people. I welcome you to Celeb Corner KE. Here we tackle political happenings in the country. Now, sit down, relax, and let's talk about this. Yesterday, the President of the Republic of Kenya, President William Ruto, went ahead to make a statement reappointing Aden Duale as the Cabinet Secretary of Defense. We are talking about Aden Duale. We ain't talking about the other cabinet secretaries that were reappointed in the cabinet. We are talking about Aden Duale. Now, the question is the military happy that their former boss has again been reinstated as their boss again in the cabinet of defense? The answer is no. Why am I speaking about this? Because the military is by itself an organization that is away from the political shenanigans and the political happenings in our country. President William Ruto appointed Aden Duale not because the military is happy or not because the defense docket is happy for what this man did in the docket of defense, but because President William Ruto has a bone to chew with the defense docket in this country. Why am I saying this? After the demonstrations of the 25th of June, which occupied the Parliament of the Republic of Kenya, the military was deployed as the president declared a state of emergency and declared that the military should take over in helping the police maintain law and order in Nairobi. But truth be told, the military are not always used to fight its own people or its own brothers and sisters, because the military is trained on to deal with the enemy, and they are taught the most aggressive ways to deal with the enemy, not negotiation as the GSU and the police are taught. This is not only happening in Kenya. Different leaders in the world that have taken it upon themselves to put the military in the field to fight its own people have suffered a big blow. But the military was against President William Ruto's orders. But you know what? They are taught, they are nurtured to respect orders and to take orders from their superior. And the order that was given by the president went through the Cabinet Secretary of Defense, Aden Duale, and then it was given down to the generals in the military, and then the generals went ahead to hand over the orders to their respective commanders, who now gave the orders for the military to be deployed in Nairobi. Let me tell you one thing. There is something that we should currently be realizing. President William Ruto did not put Aden Duale there because he is performing very well. He knows if he appoints somebody else in that docket of defense who is not as aggressive as Aden Duale in constituting his orders, then, and who is not a puppet like Aden Duale, because Aden Duale is a puppet to the president. He respects what the president says. He and President William Ruto have history for a very long time when it comes to the political world. Aden Duale is a successful politician, but when it comes to being a minister, he has. The military is a body that should be kept away from the politics, because once you start involving the military with the politics of the nation, then you don't have a nation to run. Do you hear me? Because once the military decides it's a takeover, the president will hand over the keys to the military, and the state becomes a military-led state. Yes, we have seen different countries that have been led by the military, how successful they have been in a short period of time. But does the president and the people that follow him, who are in the docket of defense, by the same ideas that that the defense ministry have. No. KDF, I shall give you an example. KDF is one of the most brutal forces that we have in Africa. KDF's training is ranked as the third most aggressive training in Africa. That is after Egypt's defense and then after the South Africa. I'm telling you this because President William Ruto putting Aden Duale there, he knows that there is nothing that will go wrong. Even if the people now go, all of them against him, he knows that, you know what, if I have the defense cabinet secretary who listens to me, he will make sure that the military also listens to my orders and they will execute them. So the rumor had it that a coup was being plotted. But truth be told, there was no coup that was being plotted. It is the people of the Republic of Kenya, and mostly the youth, who took it upon themselves to see that the government is held accountable for their failures and for their fake promises that they made to the people of the Republic of Kenya. But President William Ruto took it upon himself to declare a war on his people. Are we on the same page? So the reappointment of Aden Duale as the Defense Cabinet Secretary is a big blow to the defense docket. You know, the defense, when we speak about the military in Kenya, we have, let's speak about KDF. We are speaking about the Kenya Air Force. We are speaking about the Kenya Navy. Are you getting me? And we are speaking about the Kenya Army. These are our brothers and sisters who make sure that the people and the people of the Republic of Kenya sleeps well at night. The people of the Republic of Kenya goes to bed without being in worry of being attacked, because they have given their life to serve this nation. But once somebody comes to serve the nation, not to fight the people of their nation, they have given their life to fight terror, to fight external enemies, not internal enemies, because the internal shenanigans are handed over to the dockets like the DCI, the GSU, and the Kenya Police. So once they are given orders to go and fight their brothers and sisters in the streets, that's where they draw the line. Insights edit that there have been there were contradicting orders on 25th of June on whether the military should be deployed in Nairobi or the military should just stay at home. Let them use the DCI, the GSU, and the Kenya Police Service to tame the demonstrations that happened. Now, truth be told, the military was deployed. But were they happy? Were they happy with the orders that they received? And are they happy with what they are being paid by the government of Kenya to serve their people? You know, for the military is not about the money. It's about the patriotism. It's about their nation. And that's where, when you come to respect people in this world that gives their life to serve you as the people of the Republic of Kenya, then day in, day out, you have to give it to the military of our country. They do that to make sure that we sleep well at night. So President William Ruto has put Aden Duale there not because of his success, but because he knows there is no any other man who will take orders from me in regards to executing the military orders like Aden Duale will. Though the military was against the orders to go on the streets and to be deployed in Nairobi, they had to do it because it was so aggressive or now the orders came in. Soldiers are taught to take orders, and that's what they did. But were they happy? Let me tell you one. Soldiers go to war. Soldiers go to war. They don't go to war because they always want to go to war. They go to war because they want to serve a purpose for their country. And let me tell you, if there are people that you should respect, are our brothers who are the military. I'm not talking about the police and the GSU and all that. I'm talking about the military. Because these people go extra miles to make sure that this nation, if the problems that these people tame every day are published on every newspaper, then you will realize that they don't only stay and sleep in the barracks. You will realize that these people are always on missions, and these missions are not missions to benefit anybody, but you as the person who is a resident, a citizen of the Republic of Kenya. But when it comes to the military being used for political gain, it doesn't add up. Doesn't add up. When the history of this country will be written down, the day that the military was deployed in the country will always go down in history. But should be told, well, are they happy with the current regime? Are they happy? Have you ever heard of any problems and anything in regards to the military disagreement with the president or their cabinet secretary since President Uhuru Kenyatta took over the office? No. Because you know what? President Uhuru Kenyatta respected that docket. And there's a big difference between William Ruto and Uhuru Kenyatta. And let me tell you the differences. In terms of success, President Uhuru Kenyatta did the most. In terms of promises, President William Ruto did the most. In terms of execution, President Uhuru Kenyatta did the most. In terms of making sure that he listens to the people of the Republic of Kenya, President Ruto has proved that, but at a cost of people's lives. Now, Simba merejea. That's what they are saying after Aden Duale was reinstated as the cabinet secretary for defense. How long will this last? Because 6 cabinet secretaries were returned into the cabinet. President Ruto said, I'm dissolving the cabinet. Was it a dissolve of the cabinet or a reshuffle? Questions will be asked. And people don't shy away from asking questions. But the Minister of Defense has to be a Minister of Defense that serves the nation, not serving people's interest in politics. Because Aden Duale is using it. President William Ruto is using the defense ministry to serve their own interest in politics, not to serve the people of the Republic of Kenya. Right now, all we can say is that, you know what? We shall wait and see. It's just a matter of wait and see. Because people aren't happy with what happened yesterday. People aren't happy. Now, we are waiting to see what will unfold of this. Make sure you are subscribing to our YouTube channel, Celeb Corner KE. We shall keep you updated in regards to any development, any developing stories. And I assure you, we are back, and we are back to keep you updated day in, day out. For now, we ain't going anywhere again. For it has been a very long time since we updated you on this channel and kept up